Alright, so my car is leaking from the water pump this time. I kind of have everything off already, but I'll still show you guys how to do it, how to remove the belt and all that. For now, I'm just letting the car cool off, but I'm gonna be replacing the side skirt clips because they're fucking broken. I just got off FCP Euro, and then I got these off Amazon because I forgot to order them. This was like 10 bucks, and then this was like 10 bucks for 20, so it's not bad. You just gotta pop the green thing in, and then you pop this clip. I just use this camel toe to pop it off. Alright, so to remove this water pump, I'll just skip ahead to whatever. It just has these 4 bolts right here. Whatever. And if it's stuck like in there, if it's been on there for a long time, you could put some bolts through here and it'll push the water pump out. I replaced mine probably like a year ago or so. So I'm gonna just replace the O-ring itself, since that's where it's leaking from. So my water pump was actually kind of on there, so I had to kind of push it off with these bolts. These are from the water pump pulley, just in case you don't have other bolts. But yeah, I'm gonna just remove the O-ring and then install the new one. Alright, so the water pump's off. You're gonna wanna just clean the surface and everything, clean around. And when you're going back in, make sure you lubricate the new O-ring. That way it could go in smooth. Alright, so I actually had to replace the whole water pump because it was leaking out the weep hole. I thought it was the O-ring, but it wasn't. So I replaced the water pump. And when you put the pulley back on, just remember that these bolt lengths are different sizes, different lengths. So just have that in mind when you're going back on. So once you got that pulley on, just tighten the bolts as tight as possible, I guess, with your fingers. And then once you have the belt on, you could tighten it with the wrench or the socket, I don't know. To put the belt back on, you're just gonna use an 8mm, like an Allen, and you're just gonna put it on the tensioner and just go right with it. There's another style of tensioner, but I'm not too sure what tools you need for that. But for this setup, it's just an 8. So for the belt, it goes around the water pump right here, and then to the idler, around the alternator, and then through the power steering pump, harmonic balancer, and then through the tensioner and back to the water pump. So that's how it's set up. I don't know if you guys can really see that shit. Just make sure everything's where it should be. And then now that the water pump is held properly, you could go ahead and tighten it a bit more. And yeah, it should be good.